Hello.
And welcome to BB on Blast, Big Brother Australia finale.
Woo! I'm Lindsay.
And I'm Gaz.
And we're here. Does anyone care anymore? I don't think so.
Did anyone ever care? We'll never know.
Let us know if you cared in the comments.
Send us the care emoji on Facebook when we post
What
this.
is the care emoji?
It's the little emoji hugging a love heart.
It's a one hugging a baby.
No, you know the
one.
reactions emojis on Facebook. It's one of those
okay.
ones. That those ones.
I did not know that. We saw the final. We saw the episode before the final.
Yeah.
Danny was gone, but Danny got
Why
a lot
you
of
sound so somber?
A lot of airtime.
Oh, fucking hell. Danny was like all over that final.
Yeah.
Are we doing this now? Is this what we're doing?
What do you mean?
No, carry on. It's
Oh,
fine. I don't want
what's
to
that?
stifle you. No, we were talking about Danny at the on stage already.
Oh, yeah. No, we're not doing that yet.
Okay.
We've got to get through this other tedious episode. This is
the riveting end game.
Oh,
I think
God.
it was.
Don't you think they were getting a bit high on their own supply? Like, just all the rousing music and just... Do you know what I mean? It
High
was
on
like...
their own supply.
Yeah, it was like...
Who, Big Brother or the housemates?
Big Brother, just like all the rousing music and just all the sob stories.
Oh, well, they've done a lot of that this year. I don't know.
It was just
I don't
too
know.
much.
It felt more than last year with the rousing music, but perhaps there were just more interesting stories to play on than last year.
I think they were just trying to fill in time now Danny had gone. I watched Danny's audition tape, by the way.
Oh yeah, I didn't get around to doing that.
Honestly,
How
it was.
it?
I highly recommend
Was
it.
it? What?
14 minutes long. I think it was either 14 minutes long or 16 minutes
I'm
long.
sure you're given a maximum of 3 minutes for those
just
things.
him going around his office where he works and going, "What do you think I'll be like on Big Brother? I'm going to sack you if you say anything bad." It's
Oh,
just
so
like,
it's like a real life episode of The Office.
honestly, it's just like so David Brent. It's fucking hilarious. And there's him like on his motorbike, him with his Lamborghini, whatever the fuck it is, Ferrari or whatever. And but he actually set out his game plan. He said, "I'm going to do this, that, and the other." And what he said, he actually did. And I like that when I see that on an audition.
Yeah, because a lot of people will plan to be a certain way or
Yeah.
to do to roll out a certain gameplay,
Yeah.
and you can't when you get there because of
No.
the other people in the room or how the
No.
challenges go.
He just stuck to his game plan, no matter what.
What did he say?
Good.
I'm going to railroad everyone, push the nominations to go how I want it.
I can't actually remember what he said because I'd had a drink that night. But what he said, he did, and it was extremely entertaining. I highly recommend it. And he was crying in his audition tape. It
Was
just
he?
Like, it was like just a masterclass in. If you want to get cast for a show, just watch that and learn because it was just had everything.
But do you not think the irony of that is he was scouted? I believe.
Oh, so
I
why
think.
does he have an audition
believe he
tape
was.
then?
Yeah, exactly. So why does he have one?
He must have been
I guess-
scouted from because his other shit on YouTube because he's like motorbiking around the world. He was motorbiking to some mountain, like some fucking I don't know whether it was Everest or whatever.
In Australia,
But then
the big flat one.
Yeah,
Table Mountain, is it? Is that Australia?
No, it was somewhere else. It wasn't Australia. But then he couldn't make it the whole way, and then he got a helicopter the rest of the way. Shit like that in his audition day.
Yeah,
good.
I think Braden said in that email that we've not finished reading from last week that he was scouted from YouTube, whereas I thought
BBC.
that he'd probably been seen on the news because he did that whole breaking COVID regulation thing. And
Yeah.
I thought some producer probably went, "Who's this twat?" Well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I do recommend, and there's a lot more on his YouTube channel that I'm interested to. I'm wondering if we're going to get sick of Danny though post season.
Well, how are we possibly going to see him unless we go looking for him? Like,
Yeah,
there
that's
is
true.
what outlet is there for Daniel Hayes? It's
Well,
not gonna...
I saw on Instagram some girl crying when she met him.
Oh, I can't believe he posted that. It was like, "Oh, why are you crying?" He's like, "Can I put
Yeah.
this on my Instagram?"
Yeah,
It's like, fucking hell. He just
That
wants
was-
to... She was about 14 years old.
that was the moment when I thought, "Oh, does Danny work outside the house?" But I think he does.
Oh,
but just in
okay. I
small-
think he meant that's got a job.
No,
That's what
I
you
mean like,
yeah.
is he going to be like a Lewis F? Or is
Right.
he going to be more of a, Caitlin?
Right.
We still appreciate
Who do we appreciate?
Caitlin.
Caitlin. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Although
don't
she's
see much.
kind of died a death.
see
but
much of her.
I still enjoyed her outside the house, though.
for about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see what you mean. It's interesting that you raised Lewis F because he was great on TV, and then he went a bit weird outside the house. But he went to like Bali and sort of lived in a yoga retreat or something, didn't he?
Yeah.
And oiled himself up, and as that video came
his
out,
dick out.
yeah, I don't think we're going to be seeing Daniel
worth-
Hayes' oiled up
Worth
dick.
a look. Oh, let's hope not. Jesus. Talking of oiled up dicks, do you see this thing about Stephen Bear?
No.
Oh, you know
God.
about he posted him having sex with some girl on the internet.
Revenge
Yeah,
porn.
but she didn't even know it was being filmed.
Right.
It was like from CCTV in his house. How
Got the Matt Hancock treatment.
How disgraceful is that?
CCTV in your house?
I think that is basically rape as far as I'm
Who the fuck has
concerned.
CCTV in their house?
Yeah, good point.
I know, man. Big Brother.
But don't you think
That's
just
weird.
so despicable to do that to someone?
Yes.
Imagine that stuff is out there forever. You can never get that back.
What's that got to do with oiled up dicks?
Well, just, he's a dick. He's had his dick out in that video, I'm sure. I just think, I really hope he gets some jail time, but I bet he won't.
I don't know. I guess not. What do you get for something like that? I'm
I
not
don't
really
know.
sure. I'm not really sure what that is. It's an odd one, isn't it?
It's revenge porn. But, he was getting... No, I read it today, actually. He was getting done for voyeurism as well because she didn't know it was being filmed. And I think sending her malicious messages as well. So it's a few things.
The idea of having CCTV in your house is already quite strange for me. I wonder what part of the house that was filmed in. Did he just have cameras all over his house,
It
including
probably
his bedroom?
wasn't CCTV. It's probably just a hidden camera. That's like my worst
in a backpack or some shit.
That's like my worst nightmare. Like someone secretly filming you having sex. Don't you think? It's just like, ooh.
I think of worse things happening.
Well, yeah, not my worst nightmare, but a sub nightmare.
I mean, not ideal.
Oh God, have you ever seen yourself back having sex? Oof.
Actually, yeah, but a long time ago. And I thought, why did I do that?
It's fucking awful.
Yeah.
It's absolutely hideous.
Don't you think with sex, right? And I hate that we're going there already.
Oh, God.
By the way, if you are listening for Big Brother Australia stuff, that will come. And
Yeah,
that guy we were talking about, if you don't know who he is, he was a celebrity Big Brother housemate. So that's why it's relevant to this. But yeah, don't you think,
You don't have to say why things are relevant.
Don't you think
Yeah, stick with us or fuck off.
the little Australia audience is very fragile. You've got to preserve them like the country.
We love you, Australia. Stick with.
Don't you think that with sex, like once you've had it, you forget it instantly?
What do you mean, in general?
Like, if you think back to having sex with certain people, it's like, I remember I had sex with that person, but I can't remember anything about what it was like, what it looked like, or how it was.
Don't you think it's because you were mainly drunk at the time? That's
I'm not sure. I don't think so.
No, I know what you mean. Like,
sometimes I think, I wish I could remember that, but I can't.
Yeah, I've wanted to remember like several occasions, and I look back and it's just a black hole. I can remember like meeting the person for like a drink, and then
exactly. But then what happens after?
I can remember like leaving in the morning too. But the actual sex part, I can't remember it.
It's
I
almost
remember
like
it like a kiss. But
programmed to remove it
Yeah.
afterwards, burn after watch it.
It's a shame. Yeah, there's some bits that, but you can remember if it was good or bad. You can remember that much.
Yeah, if it was,
that's good.
Yeah, if it was really bad, you'd remember.
Yeah, if it was good, I'm like, oh, that was really good. I wish I could remember it, but then you fucking can't. It's like, oh.
I remember having sex with someone once, right? And then, it's better than I thought it was going to be.
Low expectations.
Oh, okay, good. Not even drunk yet. Jesus.
Oh God, yeah.
Should we talk about the
No, let's talk more about your sex life.
the pre-finale or the semi-final or the end game?
So episode 30, the first...
Hang on a minute, can I talk about it in theory first? Not in theory, but, you know.
Oh, it's so hot in here.
What I want to say about this is, and maybe this would have been better positioned after the notes, but do you not think that compared to let's say the first series of this version of Big Brother Australia...
was that last series?
Last series.
Yeah.
This end game was a lot more exciting, a lot more engaging, and the people in there were playing a lot harder than the housemates last year.
They were just sat around at the end last year. They did nothing.
Didn't know what to do with themselves. I just thought that it was the cast who were the housemates that were left at the end of this series felt like they were worth watching. Whereas last year it was like, can we not just get these people out now?
Yeah,
and
they all wanted
decide
it.
who wins?
They all wanted it, didn't they? Everyone who was left.
Yeah.
Especially even
I don't know
Ari.
if SJ did, but Ari
She did. SJ did.
Did she? She wanted Marley to have it, I think.
Oh, well.
But yeah, I just thought like it was much more fun programme to watch this year.
I mean, pound for pound, it was like about 10 billion times better than last year. Every single aspect of it.
Yeah.
You know, even the comps, everything was better. It was absolute dog shit last year, apart from Angela. So, for episode 30, the first thing we saw was Danny, even though he'd gone.
Everyone was going cheers to Danny,
Yeah,
wasn't it like that? And then BB told them it was their last night in the house, and they didn't know it was their last night in the house.
That's
Do you
a bit
remember?
of a shocker. Yeah, who said this? The general laid down his sword and the game saluted one of the greatest players ever. That must have been
Probably Danny
voiceover
himself,
man.
no? Voiceover man? There isn't a voiceover man. It's Sonia or Big Brother. I don't think Sonia would have said that. That is so biased.
Well, who said it then?
Say it again.
The general laid down his sword and the game saluted one of the greatest players ever. Has to be Sonia.
I guess it is Sonia, yeah.
It's not biased now he's gone, is it? It's not like he can win. So then the final four came to the diary room. Did you like that? That's very BBUK-ish, isn't it?
Everybody in.
Yeah, everyone in there. Did you not find that a heartwarming moment?
They were like, oh, look, now we all fit on the chair.
Yeah.
Like, that's quite nice. You've got to do that, haven't you? You've got to get everyone in.
Yeah, why not? So it was revealed that whoever wins the last challenge votes to evict.
Did that happen last year? Can you remember this happening?
No, I can't. But that's like on BBUS. Like when you win that final veto, you voted the person out, don't you?
Yeah, it's good. I like that. And someone will tell us, Alfie, whether it did happen last year or not.
I don't remember.
I can't remember. But
didn't
they all have to play for themselves?
Didn't
Like, they had those 3 challenges in a day, and they were doing like the sand.
Yeah, because that little girl went, didn't she?
Yeah, Sarah.
Sarah went. So did someone? I don't remember someone voting to evict her. Do you?
No, I think she just lost a challenge, didn't she? But I like this. I prefer this cutthroat version because it made for a
More
good
drama.
end game and good scheming from Ari's point of view.
Yeah, it was much better. So Christina and Ari were plotting together. Christina was like, "Oh, we need to stick together," but she was doing my pet peeve in that Big Brother house.
Oh, eating an apple during the nomination ceremony.
No, really, fucking talking while brushing her teeth.
Oh,
I wish
that is
people
the
would
next
stop
one.
fucking doing that. It's so annoying.
No, but it's good because then the people can't hear you, including the viewers and Big Brother.
Doing it. Stop. Just stop, please.
Christina and Ari said they wanted Marley on the podium with them. I've written here, big mistake. Fucking idiots.
I don't know why they... What are you looking at?
Moth. It is a moth. I think it's a moth.
They must be fucking stupid to want Marley anywhere near that podium. You've got to be off your head.
This is the thing. They haven't quite got there yet. That I mean, apart from Ari, who was thinking that far ahead. And I wonder why. Why was Ari that strategic? And has he experienced watching other strategic versions of this game? Maybe he has. But
he knows the terminology. Rat. Snake. That sort of stuff.
Christina was too kind of invested in Marley's story and trying to ingratiate herself via the story with Marley to get her to the final.
Yeah.
That I think that she kind of felt like Marley was her hope to get there.
But Christina, your story ain't as good as Marley's story, so why are you taking it?
Can we talk about Christina's made-up story for the final as well? Like, I've watched it since I was a child. It's a childhood dream. She never mentioned that before, unless they didn't edit it in.
That was... Chad was saying that last year, wasn't he, with his dad?
Yeah, he said he watched it with his dad.
Chad had the...
Oh yeah, dad parents passed the final in this version.
It's the perfect strategy. Danny, that's the one thing Danny didn't have.
He probably has, I don't know. He's quite old.
So, he ain't that old.
He's not even that old. I just found out Andy Murray is 30, younger than me, 34.
He looks like a bag of shit.
Mind blown.
So, it was the final day. Marley and SJ were deep in conversation. Oh, they have a deep connection. And then, did SJ have a little sort of clips package of here's why SJ is good?
Yeah, I heard SJ's life has been a hustle. It was that.
She's an antique jewellery dealer.
You just learned this now.
Yeah, well, I'd forgotten, but...
Because didn't she say in the eviction room once, like she'd seen this in the jewellery trade, when someone goes and says that they've got to ask their husband if they can have it, it's because they can't afford it. And then Sonia went, I've done that.
Yeah.
That was a good moment.
Yeah, that's good.
SJ and Marley know what they need to do. They are sticking together as per their alliance with Danny.
Well, but did they say they wanted Christina or Ari out in particular? I don't think they did they?
It was just like, we're in this together,
They
you and I.
probably did, but Big Brother cut it out for the tension later.
Maybe.
Big Brother said, it's very quiet in the house. No Jess doing something, and no Danny throwing a tantrum.
Jess screaming up the hallway, it was. That was to Marley. And I thought, oh, big